Good morning, friends. How are you doing on these weird days? Um, we're still in what they call isolation. We still have to wear masks. Spring is still taking its darn time to come here. I don't know what it's like at your house, but it's getting a little bit warmer, just a little. So at least it's not going to rain today. We're happy about that. So I'm here today to give you some advance ideas for Mother's Day and graduation and whatever else you have coming, because this is the time for our big spring sale. We call this a sip in the show because if I don't sip while I'm displaying, then I start getting a dry throat. So I encourage you to also get a hot beverage, which fights the virus, they say. Andrew's here to answer any questions and put links in the comments. We're going to do it like this. First, theater and literature pieces. Then we will do a couple ballet. And then our top seller at the end. And he'll put in links on how to find all that because everything's kind of in a different little spot.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear.
Andrew's here to answer any comments because I'll be juggling all the bracelets. Okay? So our big spring sale starts Thursday, but you can get early access to the code if you join our email list. You just go operabracelets.com, go to the bottom, and there's a little form. You just need your name and your email, and we will not spam you. It's just us. We do not sell the list and all of that. And tomorrow morning at 8, those people on the list will get early access to the sale. Obviously, some things we are very well stocked on, and other things we may have only one of. So depending on what your recipient, or even yourself, there's been some self-gifting going on, just saying. Depending on what you need, what you see is what you get. The supply chain is really, it's not as reliable as it used to be. Let's just say that right now. We're in a weird temporary situation. So what you see is what there is. And like I said, some things very well stocked, other things there may only be one or two of. So that early access would be valuable depending on what you are interested in. Okay, we can ship directly to a recipient because I know this is a big gift giving time. We have weird situations. We have loved ones we are isolated from. We have graduates who have a heavy burden of disappointment because they won't be walking across the stage, and at least not that we know of. So that's why I thought I would give you an advanced opportunity to take a look at what we have and start thinking about it so that you can order once the sale begins, because you don't want to wait too long, because also shipping times have gotten longer. Priority mail used to be a 2 or 3 day shipment. Now they are, officially saying priority mail is more like a 4 day shipment. So that means that first class is maybe a week. I don't know. I mean, things haven't appeared to take a long time when I ship them out to people, but as we get close to Mother's Day, getting it there by that day may be important to you. So don't hesitate on when to order. Just once the sale begins, I would just get it ordered. So great. Today is Literature and Theater Day. So keep in mind your book loving, theater loving mom, aunt, grandma, niece, aunt, did I say aunt already? Mother-in-law. So all those things. And we're going to begin with Phantom of the Opera. Oh, that's right. I was saying we can ship directly to your recipient. Boxes get a sticker like this on it. It says sanitized jewelry, so your recipient will not be hesitating to open the box. Everything is sanitized before it departs. We have gift wrap, but you have to request it in the notes field when you place your order or email me, because we don't have it officially set up. This is just special. So this is the gift wrap, sort of a floral. And we're going to find some ribbon. So we'll put a little ribbon around the box. And the card. This is gold. I don't know if we can tell on there. You should probably tell. It's like a shimmery gold. And you can say anything you want on the message. There, this one, okay. So you just tell me in the notes field what you want the card to say, and if you do or do not want gift wrap. And these are gummy seal envelopes, so nobody will be licking it. Okay, so that's the business part out of the way. So when your recipient or you get an opera bracelet, comes in the box, and full story bracelets come with a chart like this that demonstrates how the bracelet tells a story. This is Phantom of the Opera. And inside the box, the bracelet is in a little organza bag. There we go. So there it is coiled up. And some people question, how does it go on? So I'm going to show you. You just start with one end there, and you wrap. And I would say generally try not to let them cross. That just causes problems as you go. Things get tangled, things get more stress on them than they should. So there you go. That is how it looks on. And then what I've done here is pin it down so I can show you a little bit. I'm not going to go through everything, but a little bit of how it tells the story. So story begins here. Raoul is in love with Christine. This is a tiny little pink heart. She has a big triumph singing. That's this oval bead with a little rose floating in it. And this angel wing and the black cat's eye represent the Phantom. Here he is known as the Angel of Music. And I chose a black cat's eye just to represent that he sees everything that's going on. So, and you know, if you love Phantom, you know the story. He contrives to get this chandelier to fall as a distraction. This is a crackle bead to represent that chandelier breaks. And he abducts Christine. He takes her with his little boat that he's got. How did he get a little boat? Does anyone know? But it's a little rowboat charm. He takes her across the lake to his secret lair, and he sings to her. So this is a music clef note, and there's a mask charm. It's always requiring me to fuss with it. There we go. Mask charm, and this one is a skull charm. In the book, they describe his deformity, and it is that his face looks like a skull. So the story rolls on. He loves her. These are hearts. There's a question mark bead. Raoul is confused by Christine's disappearance and then reappearance. The main scene is called Apollo's Lyre. So we have a lyre charm where Raoul learns the whole story of what's going on. So as we go along, different things occur, and we lead to the moment where Christine kisses the Phantom, and he weeps, and his heart is opened to not destroying the opera house with explosives. Thank you. And he lets Christine and Raoul go, so that's them together. And then he is here, and this is a red crackle heart. The Phantom dies of a broken heart. In case you were wondering, because the end of Phantom, the musical, is a little ambiguous, he dies. But just in case you needed to know, Andrew Lloyd Webber did write a sequel, which I believe you can see on YouTube. I saw it at the theater, not at the movie theater, the filmed version of it. So it's worth seeing. Not as good as Phantom the original, but worth seeing. So that is the Phantom of the Opera bracelet. There are also a Phantom of the Opera inspired by bracelets, which you can see by going to the Literature and Theater collection. So you go to operabracelets.com, click shop, and you will see Literature and Theater right there. And there's going to be a lot more there that I'm showing here today. So definitely take the time to get that. And that is the link in the description. Okay, so Phantom of the Literature and Theaters is the top seller. I'm going to take a sip. That's why we call it a sip and show. Second bestseller is Les Miserables. In fact, you know, some people, it goes both ways. Some people are like, how can you turn a beautiful thing like Les Miserables into a bracelet? I mean, it's only 800 some million words long. But other people were like, how could you not have Les Miserables? So we are happy to oblige. This is the full story Les Miserables bracelet. Again, I'm not going to tell you the whole story. I'm just going to show you some highlights. Here at the beginning, he steals silverware. Hey, don't fight with me, bracelet. He steals silverware. He says a fork and a spoon. And then the bishop comes out and says, Monsieur, you have forgotten the candlesticks. So that he basically saves Valjean's life by indicating that he's giving these silverwares as a gift. It's not a theft. So we go along. Valjean is originally a gray glass bead. He becomes more of a silvery glass bead to show this transformation in his life through being saved like that. He goes along. He saves a guy's life. He comes to Fantine here, is singing a very sad song, as we know, though we do base our bracelet on the book. So she is sad. She can't be with her daughter. She has to work. And Valjean helps her because she is ill. He gets her into the hospital. This is Javert, the blue, it's sort of a cube. And blue for being police. And he is always, as you see, sort of on the trail of Valjean. So as it goes along, the characters go on. Fantine dies. She's surrounded by black beads there, and Valjean takes on Cassette. And he brings her a doll. This is the doll charm. And we go along, and the nice guy that he saved back over there helps him when he's being pursued by Javert, and he stays in a convent and becomes the gardener. So we have a green leaf. Cassette here. Oops, where's her picture? There she is. There's a small pink bead and then a larger pink bead. She grows to adulthood and she falls in love. Is his name Marius? I can't remember all these things. And Eponine, she also loves him, so we have problems. And then she actually dies, Eponine, saving his life by putting up a hand to deflect a bullet. I mean, what more could you want? So she gets a bullet through the hand, and there's a little hand with a heart-shaped hole in it, and she saves him. And then all kinds of political controversy comes on, and Valjean saves everybody's life, and Javert can't handle it, so he kills himself. There's a black bead for that. And towards the end here, these hearts represent the different facets of love in Les Miserables, and Valjean passes away here at the end, but we have hearts still to indicate that his life was all dedicated to loving, compassionate acts. So that is the Les Miserables full story bracelet. There is also, for people who maybe are a little uncomfortable with a big bracelet, because everybody's different, very personal jewelry is, this is the Valjean's Transformation bracelet. So lots of silver colored pearls, glass pearls, and the red and blue kind of give you the French flag feel. And then we have the candles, Cassette's picture, and the hearts to represent love and compassion. So that is the Les Miserables collection. We also have earrings for Phantom and Les Miserables. They are, and if you go Opera Bracelet, you'll see them in the Literature and Theater collection, but if you want to look at earrings, you go operabracelets.com, shop earrings, and you'll see all the earrings. I did a video on earrings yesterday, so if you want to see more of that, you can just scroll down my Facebook feed and you will find it. Okay. This is the Wizard of Oz bracelet. Now, if you don't know the story, I don't know, where you've been. But we have some highlights here. Toto. We have the silver slippers. In the movie, they're red. Just saying. There's the Scarecrow, Tin Man, Lion. We've got yellow square beads for the yellow brick road. There's a mouse queen who saves them at one point. So there's a little mouse with a crown. These are the poppies, the red flowers. See if I can get everything on. And, we come along. The wizard is a big white cat's eye bead. The wicked witch. The flying monkeys. So they didn't have a flying monkey charm, so we have a monkey and wings. And eventually, she throws the water. The witch dies. They get their... Toto reveals that the wizard is not a wizard. That's a smaller white cat's eye. And then the lion gets his courage, The Scarecrow gets his heart. That's a little tiny heart
Scarecrow
bead.
gets his brain.
And the Scarecrow gets a brain, so he
Tim
has...
Woodman gets a heart.
Oh, I screwed it up. Okay, sorry.
Who doesn't know the story, dear?
Yeah, Cindy doesn't know the story. Okay, so he gets a heart. There's a little heart bead, and then the Scarecrow gets a brain. That's a little star-shaped bead for his brightness. And they attempt to get Dorothy home with a balloon. It doesn't go so well, but the Good Witch, she's a sparkling crystal. She tells Dorothy to click her heels 3 times and she will get home. So she has a tearful goodbye. That's a tear-shaped bead. And then 3 little crystals indicate the clicks of her shoes. And she and Toto get home to Aunt Em, and it's Uncle Henry, right?
Yes, dear.
And Uncle Henry has actually built a new house because the original house was destroyed in the old cyclone.
Yes, in the book, this really happens. Now,
It's not a fantasy, or it's not like a fever fantasy. It's real. So he built a new house. So there's the house, and it all ends with a heart-shaped bead because there's no place like home. And as we now know, being at home so much, home is about the people you're with or not with. It is about the love. So there are also inspired by bracelets for the Wizard of Oz. We have the Good Witch and the Wicked Witch bracelets. I think you know which is which. There are also
Which is which?
Wizard of Oz 2 pairs of earrings to represent different aspects of the Wizard of Oz. So again, hit the earring video if you didn't see that yesterday. All right, so I actually have a program here I'm following on my notes. So let me see where I got witches. See yesterday's earring video. Okay, other full story bracelets available that we're not showing here, but you can see in the on the website. Alice in Wonderland, Beauty and the Beast, and Romeo and Juliet. Romeo and Juliet kind of covers it all. Literature, theater, ballet, opera. So definitely have a look at that if you've got a lover of Shakespeare out there. Switching to ballet. If you have a ballet lover, now normally I would say this is only for Christmas time, but I get people asking for it all year, so I'm just going to give you a peek at it. This is the Nutcracker Bracelet. Different charms. It tells the story from beginning to end. And we've got the Nutcracker here. We've got just a little music note for the scene where they dance. We have a little Christmas tree. Let's go along. Act 2, the Christmas tree gets larger, so there's a large Christmas tree. There's the Mouse King, crown and mouse, so that's similar to on the Wizard bracelet. And Clara distracts the Mouse King with her slipper and saves the Nutcracker's life. They go to the land of snowflakes, so we have a snowflake bead and lots of crystals. Then they go to the land of sweets. A chocolate pearl represents chocolate. A coffee bean represents coffee. The Chinese bead represents tea. We've got a candy cane. That dance is always interpreted a little differently. It's the Russian dance. Sometimes it's candy, sometimes it's ribbon candy. I mean, I don't know. So we used a candy cane. The flutes, the dance of the toy flutes. Little gingerbread bead. Can we get in there close? Mother Ginger. This is a floral bead. Lots of little flowers on it for the Waltz of the Flowers. This is the Sugar Plum Fairy and her Cavalier. Let me see if I can get you in there to see them more detailed. They're kind of hiding behind that bead. Get out front, guys. There they are. So again, if you go on the website, you're going to see charts that explain how every bead stands for something in the story. And it's a lot easier to understand than me pointing and trying to fight with the bracelets who do not like being pinned down like that. So just, again, operabracelets.com, and you would hit shop and then ballet, and it would take you to the ballet collection. We also have Swan Lake and a series of inspired by ballet bracelets. If you like something smaller or your budget is not as large, no problem. So take a look at those.
Nutcracker earrings too.
We do have Nutcracker earrings. Thank you, dear. Okay. There are, I jumped ahead too quickly to the ballet because we also have some other inspired buys. Oops. for different different things. Let's take a look. What's Zubin doing?
Zubin wants to eat the bracelet.
No, Zubin. We can't do a live without Zubin being involved. He is the cat.
He's the diva.
He loves to be involved. I'm just setting these up to show you. A couple other inspired by bracelets for the literature collection. This is Belle's Destiny, inspired by For Beauty and the Beast. So here's Belle in her ball gown. Is she front ways or back ways there? Okay, and then the rose, that is so important to the storyline, and a heart, because of course she is a compassionate girl and falls in love. And this one is for the Little Mermaid. We have the mermaid charm, a ship, and these wings, because in the book she turns into what they call a daughter of air at the end. So all the beads have, not all the beads, but there's little hearts, there's shells, there's a little fish there, you see the fish at the top. So that one's popular, Little Mermaid. So that's those, and then we have two more to show you. Okay. Okay, this one is to represent Neverland, the Peter Pan stories. So there's a ship for the pirates. There is a Big Ben charm for the night flight to Neverland, and a little fairy charm there for Tinkerbell.
And it's set in London, too.
Well, it starts in London, that story, yep. Then this one represents cat-loving people out there. No, we're not going to say it live.
This is your bracelet.
So all the beads are cat's eye, which have a special kind of a reflection, like a shimmery look. And there's a little cat. Get him in there, show you. Little cat charm, a moon. And kitties are nocturnal, and a little paw. So
cat magic.
Cat magic. So there are more inspired bys for the literature theater collection. Just hit that top link and you'll see all the things. Our number one seller, well, it's a battle between Nutcracker and this, but this is our number one seller. Again, it's kind of associated with the holidays, but people do ask for it all year, and you may find it to be a good gift option. This is Handel's Messiah. And Messiah is not so much a linear story as vignettes, I would say. So it's a little different than the other bracelets. This heart represents comfort ye my people. This sort of green zigzag bead, every valley. These three beads move along and click together, so he will shake and go along. Ever finer's fire. The dove and the blue bead represent she shall conceive and bear a child. The people who walked in darkness, a black bead, have seen a great light, a crystal. We got the nativity scenes here with a charm and a Christmas star, and then the heavenly hosts. Oh, she's backwards. What's she doing that for? Heavenly hosts, the angel and the wing and the golden beads. This here is a sheep bead, all we like sheep. And we go along. Oh, he has borne our griefs. By his stripes we are healed. Then we have a cross. This black bead is the crucifixion. And the large sun bead is the Hallelujah chorus. Let me get you. Yeah, you can see the sunburst there. And then death, where is thy sting? The trumpet will sound. And this is the great Amen at the end. Never a wrong time of year for Messiah, I always say. So this one's tricky to find. operabracelets.com, click shop. At the bottom it says etc. That's where it is. Because it's not opera, it's not literature and theater, and so it's...
You also could do
etc.
operabracelets.com/Messiah.
Oh, you could do that if you were a good speller, which I'm not. Okay. So that is...
You're pulling back the curtain there.
The collection that I'm showing today, but there is much more on the literature and theater page. So again, get some ideas of what, just start thinking, who might like what. I know everybody's kind of apart from their loved ones during this time of year where we do tend to want to get together. And, just picture all those big Mother's Day brunches not happening and, call your mom. Okay? Just saying. And the sale will start Thursday. Early access if you're on the email list tomorrow morning. It's coming out at 8.
Wednesday morning.
I'm sorry about that. Wednesday morning, 8 a.m. And then you will, like I said, depending on what you order, there may be one of something or there may be more, but what you see is what you get. There's not going to be more things before the sale is over. So I would wait too long, depending on what you want to order, and give yourself plenty of time for shipping because shipping is slowing down. It's got to be said. Shipping is slowing down. Supply line is not as reliable. But don't forget, I can ship directly to your recipient. Just when you're ordering, in the notes field, say, yes, I want gift wrap, and here is my message for the card. And I'll take care of all that for you. We don't usually do that, but because we are in this sort of weird situation, we want to do as much to help you as we can. So if you need it shipped directly to your recipient, it is no problem. We will take care of it. Jewelry is sanitized. And there's a sticker on the outside of the box, so they will not be like, ooh, what is this thing coming to my house? They will be fine. They will not be scared. And you can put anything on that card you would like. Just put quotes around it, and so I know what's the message, and I will stick it right on the card. And that's about it for today. Tomorrow, we will be doing scarves. So if you think those would be nice for a different kind of gift, if you've bought a lot of bracelet gifts for someone in the past and you want to do something different, scarves are great. So that'll be tomorrow, 11 a.m. Talk to you soon.